Okay, Ivanka, what's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
Think you've seen every crazy Trump moment? Think again. The former president recently made headlines for surviving an assassination attempt, and his iconic fist in the air pic made us wonder if he was auditioning for a superhero role. Trump has had his share of ridiculous moments, from making controversial comments to surviving assassination attempts and enduring cringe-worthy moments. Trump's time in the spotlight has been nothing short of extraordinary. These top 10 crazy moments will leave you amazed and entertained. Stick around till the end of the video to see the craziest Donald Trump moment. Number 10. Now, Donald Trump has raised eyebrows for his comments and how he has acted towards his daughter, Ivanka. Ivanka Trump is Donald Trump's eldest daughter. She is a businesswoman and author who helped Trump run his presidential campaign in 2016. Let's look at a downright creepy moment. Acknowledging your daughter's beauty is fine, but saying your daughter is voluptuous and hot is really crossing the line.
My daughter is beautiful, Ivanka.
By the way, your daughter.
She's beautiful.
Can I say this? A piece of ass.
Yeah.
The last couple of years, I go out with somebody, and she's like 21, and she's talking about, what are you doing? And she's studying algebra. And,
So what?
And it's like, it was always embarrassing for me to walk in. It's too young. 30 is like a perfect age.
Absolutely. She has enough life experience.
Until she's 35.
Too much life experience.
What is it at 35, Howard? It's called checkout time.
In an interview, Trump said he might have dated Ivanka if she was not his daughter. To make things creepier, when asked what is common between Ivanka and Trump, he said, sex. Sex! Yep, cross the line again. Mr. Trump, you are talking about your daughter.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Stop it! Oh, it's so weird. Stop
You know
it.
what? You are sick.
I mean, isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
How
Well, you're
terrible.
known for saying
Is that
outrageous
terrible?
things, Mr. Trump.
Okay, Ivanka, what's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
I mean, this is gross, right? Moving on to the next crazy Trump moment. Number 9. We have the infamous Stormy Daniels scandal. We all know about the Stormy Daniels hush money scandal. Ms. Daniels was a former adult actress who allegedly had an affair with the former president. But things went south for Trump when the news of their affair became public. He also became the first former U.S. president to stand trial. According to Ms. Daniels, Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, paid her $130,000 as hush money to keep her quiet about the affair, just ahead of the 2016 election. However, he was later found guilty on all charges and became the first former U.S. president convicted of criminal charges. Well, Trump seems to be a naughty boy after all.
Former President Donald Trump back in court this morning for his hush money trial.
And the woman who this whole case is built around, former adult film actress Stormy Daniels, was called to the stand. So Daniels, again, accusing Trump of falsifying business records. That's what the government says. So he could pay her hush money so she would not talk about the story of an affair that he still denies. So this morning she told the jury about first meeting Donald Trump at a celebrity golf tournament in Lake Tahoe in 2006. She says she later met him for dinner at his hotel suite and he greeted her in pajamas. And that's when she says he dangled the idea of putting her on his TV show at the time, which is very popular, The Apprentice. So Daniel's still on the stand this morning and we'll have more information as we get it.
Number 8. But this is not the first time Trump has made headlines for the wrong reasons. Posting hilarious, sometimes controversial and offensive tweets seems to be a hobby of Mr. Trump, and some of these tweets have landed him in trouble. That is exactly what happened. In 2021, Twitter permanently banned Trump's Twitter account due to the risk of further indictment of violence. Trump was locked out of his account for 12 hours after he called the people who stormed the U.S. Capitol, quote, patriots. Yep. These are the tweets by Trump that led to his permanent ban on Twitter. But you won't believe what he did next. Trump launched his own social media platform, Truth, as a reply to the Bluebird. Crazy, right? Number 7. Well, it's no secret that Donald Trump hates Fox News. But there is one journalist he hates in particular, Megyn Kelly. After being targeted by Kelly during a GOP debate, Trump apparently blamed her menstrual cycle for her temperament.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account
Only
has
Rosie
several-
ODonnell.
You know, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever.
This was followed by a string of angry tweets and his call to boycott the Megyn Kelly show.
Trump's decision to boycott a Fox debate.
You have to stick up for your rights. You can't let people do that to you.
Donald seems to have spent a lot of time and energy on his beef with Kelly. Number 6. Outside of all the politics and controversies, Mr. Trump seems to be a big fan of the WWE, as he has made multiple appearances on the show. Trump's involvement in the WWE began in 1988, with Trump Plaza sponsoring WrestleManias in 1988 and 1989, which led to Vince McMahon's head getting shaved. Makes us wonder if Trump was a cool president. I mean, the man is a Hall of Famer in the WWE. Number 5. Trump has an age-old beef with Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie is the arch nemesis of Trump. When Trump decided not to fire Miss USA Tara Conner after revelations of drug use, underage drinking, and sexual activities, he certainly raised some eyebrows. This is when Rosie came out at Trump and criticized his decision, saying that she doesn't, quote, enjoy Trump, and said he went bankrupt. She added that Trump is, quote, not a self-made man, but a, quote, snake oil salesman on Little House on the Prairie. Ooh. Rosie was creative with that one. Quote, he left his first wife, had an affair. He had kids both times, but he's the moral compass for 20-year-olds in America. Donald, sit and spin, my friend. After Rosie passed these comments, Trump called Rosie a real loser and, quote, a woman out of control, and later went on to add that she's a slob, she's unattractive, and sounds like a truck driver. He said he would sue for making those false statements.
Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting. I mean, both inside and out. You take a look at her, she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. Rosie attacked me personally because I was very happy when her talk show failed. The other thing that failed, and this was a real monster, and everybody was suing her, was her magazine. Her magazine called Rosie was a total disaster. So I loved it. I gloat over it. I think it's wonderful because I like to see bad people fail. Rosie failed. I'm happy about it. She's basically a disaster. Well, she called me a snake oil salesman. And, you know, coming from Rosie, that's pretty low because when you look at her and when you see the mind is weak. I don't see it. I don't get it. I never understood. How does she even get on television? I believe Barbara made a terrible mistake putting her on, and I think Barbara's probably paying a big price. If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired. We're all a little chubby, but Rosie's just worse than most of us. But it's not the chubbiness. Rosie is a very unattractive person, both inside and out. Rosie's a person that's very lucky to have her girlfriend. And she better be careful or I'll send one of my friends over to pick up her girlfriend. Why would she stay with Rosie if she had another choice? She's trying to use ABC and The View to get even with me. But with me, we fight back. I'll probably sue Rosie because she doesn't tell the facts. As an example, I'm worth many billions of dollars. Now, she said I was bankrupt. I never went bankrupt. So probably I'll sue her because it would be fun. I'd like to take some money out of her fat ass pockets.
Wow. It seems like Trump hates her with a passion. Number 4. Drink bleach. Yes, the former president suggested drinking bleach during a White House press briefing. Trump talked about potential treatments for COVID-19 and mentioned that disinfectants could be a possible remedy. Looks like Trump skipped a lot of science classes. This drew criticism from health experts, who warned that disinfectants could never be ingested or injected, as they could be fatal. With his bleach injection suggestion, Trump made everyone wonder if he was mixing up health advice with reality TV or something.
I'm going to ask Bill a question that probably some of you are thinking of if you're totally into that world, which I find to be very interesting. So, supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute. 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number of the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me.
Kids, don't try this. Number 3. Next, we have the widely known impeachment and January 6 Capitol riots. Imagine the president hosting a huge party, and instead of keeping things under control, he lights a match in a room full of fireworks. That's what happened on January 6, 2021. Trump, the president at the time, gave a fiery speech encouraging his supporters to, quote, fight like hell before they stormed the Capitol. Because of this, the House of Representatives accused Trump of, quote, incitement of insurrection, basically saying he provoked a rebellion against the government. The House of Representatives first impeached Trump for abuse of power. Even though the House impeached him, the Senate did not convict him, which allowed him to continue as president. And here's a fun fact. Trump was the 3rd president in U.S. history to face a Senate trial. Number 2. Let's take a look at a crazy moment when Trump joined a stream with Aiden Ross. Yes, you heard that right. Donald Trump took a detour from the usual political stage and jumped into the world of streaming with Aiden Ross, a mega-popular Twitch star. Imagine a top-tier politician hanging out in a virtual hangout with one of the hottest online personalities. Sounds wild, right? Things got more interesting when Trump was gifted a Rolex and a Tesla Cybertruck with a custom wrap. Cool, right?
Check out this rap and let me know your honest thoughts.
I think it's incredible.
I'll get on the other side.
Different kind of a guy. Should I show that to the audience?
Yeah, they can see it.
Oh, I didn't know this. Now I know it's worth it.
At its peak, the stream had over 500,000 viewers. Ross's stream with Trump was a bold mix of politics and pop culture that grabbed headlines. Well, it looks like Donald Trump is making side quests. Number 1. Now for the craziest and most popular Donald Trump moment. In a jaw-dropping twist, an attempt was made on Donald Trump's life, shaking the nation and grabbing headlines everywhere. On July 13, 2024, Trump survived an assassination attempt while speaking at an open-air campaign rally in Pennsylvania. We've had presidents who have been assassinated before, and we've had presidents who have survived assassination attempts. And Donald Trump just made it onto the list of survivors. Now, a 20-year-old man named Thomas Matthew Crooks is the one who attempted to assassinate the former president. Crooks shot 8 rounds at Trump, and one of them hit him in the ear. But this assassination attempt took the life of a Trump supporter who was present there during the campaign. The shooter was found on the rooftop of a nearby building and was killed by the Secret Service. This assassination attempt on Trump was scary, but it also gave him a massive media boost. For a man who is running for president, that's exactly what he wants. The iconic photo of him with his fists in the air took over social media. Now, let's all just agree that this might have been the craziest Trump moment ever. And with that, we come to the end of our video. Now, which one of these crazy moments was your favorite? Comment down your favorite Trump moment. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get notifications. As always, don't forget to like and share this with your friends. See you in the next video.